Hi everyone from East Village, New York. I am Cynthia Cherish Malaran, the founder of the face and the tummy of Healing House Publishing. I'm standing in front of Commodities Natural Food Market here in the East Village with the one and only Vegan King NY.
Hi folks.
So look for him, Vegan King NYC, on Facebook.com. We're going to go shopping. I've got my recycled bags from Institute Integrative Nutrition, made from 3 recycled bottles. I'm starting my 28-day vegan challenge. This is day 1. I'm feeling extremely tired. I'm feeling like I need a change. I'm starting this publishing company, and I think this is going to be a great jumpstart, right, Mark?
I think this is going to be a brilliant jump start for you, Cynthia. So let's get shopping.
All right. Yeah. Okay, so we've got lots of stuff in the cart. What do we got here, Mark?
Wow, well, we've got some lovely green vegetables here. We've got kale, we have spinach, we have celery, we have Brussels sprouts, lots of fruits, dates, strawberries, oranges, bananas. We have some lovely carrots, some lentils, beans.
We got a lot of stuff, lots and lots of good stuff. So, like I said, this is day 1, the shopping.
Nice. If it's colourful, it's good for you.
There we go.
If it's grown in the ground, it's great for you.
Yep.
So here we have quinoa and Brussels sprouts. And across here we have our lovely chickpeas.
And let's see some carrots. And this is what we've created with today's groceries from day 1 of my vegan challenge with Vegan King NYC. So just as you can hurt your body with the food that you eat, you can heal your body. So this is what we're doing. I'm healing my mind, body, soul, and spirit. And Mark is an expert at that.
We're eating to promote health and not disease.
That's right. Super important. And like I said, starting Healing House Publishing, I need a lot of energy. I need to feel really good because I need to be able to get my focus on so I can gather all the content that you guys need. The important thing for me about starting this 28-day vegan challenge was not to think of the foods I couldn't eat, but think of the new foods I was gonna have and things that I hadn't been eating, which is really exciting, which is a lot of stuff. You know, a lot of really, really good stuff and a lot of guilt-free stuff. And when I mean guilt-free, you know, I am considering what the foods I'm eating, you know, what is its impact on the environment, what is the impact on animals and cruelty and things like that. So I have a multifold reason for trying this challenge, and I'm really curious to see what I'm going to experience over the next month, and I will keep you all posted. So here's my end of day report for day 2. I was really anxious and super tired today. My big revelation for the day is, wow, I don't need yogurt to make a smoothie smooth. Brilliant. And it was interesting to feel suddenly I am vegan as I stared at the menu at the Greek restaurant we all went to. There were actually lots of choices, things I never noticed before. And Mark keeps checking in on me like I am dying of some sort of meat withdrawal or something, which is really nice of him, but I'm actually feeling really nice. Only on day 3, and my mind feels really clear, and I'm not hungry nor miserable, and I'm feeling very creative, which is great. I'm really enjoying everything I'm eating, and I'm loving this homemade salad dressing that Vegan King taught me how to make. I mean, I will never, ever, 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 ever buy salad dressing ever again, nor just resort to oil and vinegar. And I know what's in this dressing, and it's so delicious. So I'm trying to keep these videos kind of short, so go and contact Vegan King NYC on Facebook to get all these recipes, or look for Marc S. Wood on Facebook. So today in my green smoothie, I have to say, this morning, there was some hard bits of something that shredded into my smoothie. And I'm thinking it's some sort of plastic or rock. And it was so hard. And maybe it's something I accidentally missed when I was cleaning the ginger or the kale or something. And it's so sad that I had to scrap the whole smoothie and waste all of that nutritional goodness when there are, people and animals starving all around the world. So I had to do it all over again and throw the other one out. And what a waste of a perfectly good green smoothie. Juicing is fun though, that's easy. And we bought a juicer together. And I am loving, loving, loving smoked tofu. Wow, it's so good. So to answer your question, I keep getting, no, I don't miss meat. Well, let me rephrase that. I don't miss eating a piece of a chicken. I don't miss eating a piece of a cow. I don't miss eating a piece of a pig. So I realize that I've had a real, I guess you can say, intellectual disconnect of what meat is. Like, meat is like a bar of soap or something that just comes in a package and God knows how it's made and we just use it. Even worse, we put it in our mouths, and at least soap doesn't go in your mouth unless, you said the F word in front of your grandma or something. So I'm feeling the compassion for animals more and more. I'm getting more aware. I feel lighter already in my body and my gut. And that's not just in my head. I mean, I feel lighter in my heart too. So I feel like I'm stepping into living out my personal motto, which is, why settle for good karma when I am fully capable of great karma? And that feels really, really good. Okay, so day 4, and on my 28-day vegan king challenge, and something really stinks in my fridge. I think I really need to clean it out. I have a feeling it's like, because my diet is shifting, my sense of smell and taste is completely shifting, and like my fridge like stinks. I mean, it's full of amazing stuff right now. I mean, like, this isn't staged. This is actually like stuff that's in it. And yeah, I guess I think I need to clean it out. Something I realized as I was thinking this morning on this new really conscious way of eating, I'm realizing how much I was an overeater. I was an overeater even though I was eating okay foods and trying to be very conscious, but eating so much of it, and probably, not the best foods I should be eating anyway, even though they were, better than junk food. So that's interesting. And then again, me being someone who's lost over 100 pounds, like, it's always interesting to realize, like, behaviors that might still stick around. So let's see. Oh yeah, and this morning when I was making my green smoothie, again, there was something hard and rock-like that was shredded into my smoothie, which was really upsetting because, again, I had to throw away another smoothie. But I figured out what it was, and it was the dates. Some of the dates are not pitted. Whew, what a relief, because I was like, am I eating plastic? I hope to God not. That's just awful. So, it was such a relief because I was thinking that I had like little bits of floating plastic in my body, which I probably already do, considering all the years of me not really knowing what I've been eating. So, again, someone asked me, well, what I miss? What do I miss? I guess lamb roast and, I don't know, chicken I had with my exes? Maybe not. God bless those exes. They made all my dreams and nightmares come true. That's a fact. But I wonder how I'm going to feel about my mom's signature awesome chicken adobo dish. Because that is the dish that broke my vegetarianism streak of 7 years when I was young. Younger. I'm still young. So I'm walking down different aisles in this large, awful supermarket and just seeing what feelings get triggered as I'm passing things that I normally used to, enjoy the taste of, like sour cream and onion chips, mushroom soup that's like creamy. And it's an interesting thing. Part of me is like, ah, and then another part of me is gross. But another part of me is still like, hmm. So I'm still working through that. See, figure what that's going to be like. Creamy soups. Not that I would actually eat this stuff, but sometimes when you're kind of not having something, it stands out a bit, and you're like, why am I looking at this? So, anyway, going to the arugula. So, looking for dried beans. Not so much option here. All right, garbanzos. Okay, whatever it was. Pinto beans, very popular. Okay. Something that was interesting was I went to look at the granola that I had bought, and there was whey in it. Why would there need to be whey in the granola? I mean, that doesn't make any sense at all to me. Just the idea of coconut milk right now, I mean, I'm craving something so creamy and sweet. I could just open these up and drink them. Oh, that would be kind of just too much, but oh my God. Oh, I'm finding something that's hard for me here. So I'm getting some hummus and stuff, and then here I see things like, ooh, potato salads, chicken salads. Okay, Mark, you're gonna have to give me a really good recipe for a creamy potato salad. So it's the end of day 5. It's been a long day, doing a lot of writing, doing a lot of editing. And I got bad news about a friend of mine who's sick, and felt really emotional about that, and that's why I went to the supermarket to get cookies. I was picturing those Newman's cream-filled cookies, kind of Newman's vegan Oreos, or healthy Oreos. They didn't have them, so I actually got Oreos, which I feel kind of crappy about because I was just chatting with Cindy Rifkin Yoga earlier about how Oreos are terrible for you, and I think I had them on my mind, and they became my comfort food. So I bought hummus and pears and peaches and more greens and arugula and spinach and Oreos. And then I got myself flowers. These flowers. There you go. To cheer myself up a little bit. Just feeling kind of down today. It must be just kind of that time of month for cookies. But like I said, I also got bad news. Aside from that, I've been feeling pretty clear in my head, and I went out for a boat ride and then a stand-up paddleboard session, so I was full of energy, but sad in my heart. I spent a lot of time with Tonka too, and looking at Tonka's eyes and taking pictures of her eyes close up, and when I was looking into her eyes, I realized those eyes see and understand and interpret things. My little dog is so intelligent. I'm getting such a sense of compassion that I thought I already had, but I think I'm having an even heightened sense of it, more so, which is great. Bring it on. So that's day 5. Trip to the supermarket. Not my favorite thing to do, especially not that kind of supermarket, you know. Yum, yum, yum. I love juicing. So good. Ooh, kind of looks like, I don't know, something from True Blood, but it's so good. Mmm. Mmm. So good. This is beets, kale, ginger, apple. And I'm doing this right now because I've got lots of writing and editing to do, and I needed a real good boost right now, and I'm already feeling it. It's like, wow. It must be the ginger. And this is killing my sweet craving, which I really needed, because I was getting out of control. So day 7 here, and I'm going to share a tip with you that I learned from Vegan King NYC, how to pick an avocado and know when it's ripe. Okay, so, avocados have these little nubs in the stem, where it's plucked. Usually they're intact, and sometimes they're not because someone probably did what we're about to do. So think of it like a loose tooth. The looser it is, the more ready it is for eating. So this is, it's kind of there. It's loose, not so loose. This one's getting there. This one's really loose. So when it's loose like this, you're able to just pop it off. And when it's really not ready, try to pop that off, and it's really stuck in there. So don't do what most people do, squeeze the sides. That's so messed up because you're messing up the avocado for the next person, and then that just pretty much gets wasted and thrown away. And then people say, don't squeeze the sides, squeeze the butt. But that's still squeezing it and damaging it. Check the little stemmy thing out first, because that's really a good indicator. Like a loose tooth, when it's loose, it's really ready. And that has been foolproof. So thank you, Vegan King NYC, Marc S. Wood, for showing me that tip. I have a lot less wasted avocados now because of that. Because sometimes I'd cut them open when they were not ready, and I'm like, this is not ripe. And I just let it sit and brown and then wait for it. So, well, let's see what else is going on. I'm feeling after a week lighter in my upper arm area where I tend to carry a lot of extra bulk. So already, and that's so interesting to feel, because I think I had decided for myself that feeling would never change, but of course it would change if I did something drastically different. And I'm reminded repeatedly that I am a woman who has lost over 100 pounds, and yes, I've got secrets to share on how I did that, so you could reach out to me on that. And I've kept it off by turning my back on that. And turning my back on the lifestyle that created that situation. It makes sense, it's obviously. So, but for years I'd plateaued and I couldn't figure out why I can't get to the next level of feeling better. And it was because I was still eating meat and dairy. I would get very tired and my body would definitely reject dairy more and more. So it's also become pretty clear to me that people I know, and including my old self, those who I know who eat excessive meat and dairy are sickly. I mean, at an early age. My friends with diabetes, it breaks my heart when I'm near them and I hug them and I smell the sourness of the sugars in their sweat when I hug them. I know what that means. I was there too, a long time ago. I remember when I was being diagnosed as pre-diabetic at that time. And then I remember then starting to have to inject myself over and over again every day, and accepting that was my reality and settling for that. And to be fully transparent, I have to be open. The truth was, I was that empty and lonely that part of me felt good belonging to that club. Yeah, the diabetes club, but we were all, well, we've got this thing and now we inject ourselves and we drink Diet Coke. But, at the time, hey, at least it felt like I wasn't alone, and somehow that felt good, which I look back now is very twisted. So it proves how lonely I was, and how much food was a comfort. And I wasn't even single, I was married. So I remember then getting to a point where I blamed my parents and told them the condition of my weight and everything was their fault. I was really upset about childhood and not having proper food. I mean, but 10 years later, through this vegan challenge and understanding that I know now it wasn't, of course, not at all my mom and dad's fault. And I apologize, Mom and Dad, for wrongfully blaming you, because I'm very clear now that my own health and happiness is and always will be my own responsibility and in my own hands. And I can't say that I was fucked up or anything like that from childhood. That's irrelevant, because if I stay fucked up as an adult, that's all my own fault. And, in my own coaching, when I listen to people who were in my situation years ago, it starts to become really clear and familiar. And I was my own first client, so it's a pretty damn good credential. So contact me if you want to take my class on sustaining weight loss and the mindset you need for that. Reach out to me and reach out to Vegan King NYC for more. My time had come over 11 years ago to prolong my life. So you, whoever's watching this video, maybe it's your time. Do it for yourself. Tell yourself you're doing it for your family or whoever you love, but do it for yourself. So, okay, stay tuned for the next video, days 8 through 14 on this journey of mine, as I continue to take this vegan challenge and be at the top of my game, like Serena Williams at her best, and Justin Timberlake at his sexiest, and Bill Gates as his wealthiest, and James Cameron at his most compassionate. I need to be at the top of my game, being the founder of an amazing publishing company, and to be at the best health. And the answer for this, the solution for me, is going vegan. So how about you?